Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not either any of these guys. This is Puggsley. Puggsley kicking us off in today's video, which is a tier 10 triple. That's right, 3 replays featuring 3 different tier 10 tanks, starting off with the Batchat. 3 different ace tanker replays, all a little bit different. Now this is the Batchat replay. You might say, what could be better than a Batchat 25t replay? Some would say nothing. The Batchat 25t, one of the sexiest tanks in Water Tanks. Have a look at the bad boy, Puggsley from Left Clan. He's got a mark of excellence on this bad boy. He's on Prokhorovka and is going up to the hill over on the east side of the map. Now Prokhorovka often ends up in a little bit of a camp fest. You can see he's got 20 armor piercing rounds, APCR rounds I should say, 20 APCR rounds, 390 alpha damage, 259 penetration. That's standard 330 with heat rounds, which is a premium ammunition in this tank. Now, you might have seen him going up to the hill like I did, and I thought, what the hell is he doing going up to the hill? Of course, he's using the speed and the agility and the view range of the Batchat to get up on the hill and get early vision over to the northeast. Chose to take some shots into the T75, which might have been an interesting decision, but he got 838 damage there. He also got 1280 assisted damage before now starting to unload into the M103 and the Conqueror. He gets spotted again, pulls back behind the bushes. Of course, the Batchat, being a French tank's got awesome camouflage rating, and it's a medium tank as well. It's quick, it's got great view range, all that kind of jazz. That's why it's one of the most relied upon tanks in clan wars, random battles, tournaments, and all that kind of jazz. One zips to score the T57 Heavy. He got taken out pretty cheaply when you think about it. Top tier tank, only 3 tier 10 tanks on each team in this game. Of course, Puggsley's one of them in the Batchat 25t. He's already racked up 2,300 hit points of assisted damage, as well as nearly 1,700 damage done himself. He's waiting on his gun to reload. Artillery has certainly taken an interest in him. I reckon I heard 2 artillery shells go off not too far from where Puggsley was, and so he knows that he's safe for a little while, at least until his gun's reloaded. The score's 2 zip. He picks up a little bit more assisted damage into the M103. Now, I've never done this in a Batchat before on Prokhorovka. I normally sort of tend to play around in the middle, and let's be honest, if you look at my win rate in my Batchat, I probably get taken out pretty cheaply more often than not. Puggsley, instead of going the middle trying to spot mid like a lot of people would do, clearly that T92, the tier 8 American premium light tank, the T92 on the enemy team who was spotting middle certainly would have spotted him as if he did that. Instead he's chosen to use the speed of the Batchat to get right up to this eastern flank. Anyway, eastern flank to eastern hill, call it what you will. The first shot I don't think landed anywhere near the Centurion 1 at tier 8. The second shot certainly did. Third shot, I'm not too sure if that all went in either. Now, I don't think he's lit anymore, that M103. Look, that M103, I reckon he'll probably be a little bit more concerned about the E75 than the Batchat up on the hill. Gets a critical hit into the turret. He's only got 1 round remaining. Makes it count for 403 hit points. Brings his damage up to 2,500. 2,400 assisted damage. And that brings the score up to 4-3 as the E75 confirms a kill on the tier 9 American heavy tank, the M103. The one with a massive big turret. Okay, here we are on Prokhorovka. The score's 4-3. 3 tanks have been killed on Puggsley's team. Luckily enough for Puggsley, they've all been tier 8 tanks, so they're still useful, but not as useful as a tier 10 Batchat 25t. Puggsley getting his 3rd clip just about ready to rock and roll. 2,500 damage done, nearly 2,400 assisted damage as well, running up towards the railway line on Prokhorovka. The E75 looks like he's trying to get up to this corner. His gun's going to be out of the game for a long time if he tries to get all the way up there to A0. It is uphill all the way. Puggsley pokes over the railway line, thinking maybe he would get lit. No, doesn't get lit, so thinks maybe... Okay, I'm not going to pretend to know what he's thinking, but he's clearly looking at the T72, the T92. The T92, the fact that he's still alive and on pretty high hit points, I think, from what I just saw, tells me he's probably... Oh, he's on it. No, he's not on high hit points at all. That's probably why Puggsley's thinking, I wouldn't mind killing that guy. Didn't get the assisted damage from the T30. The T30 in the middle, clearly spotting his own target there, the T92. And, of course, the E75 expressing his disappointment in what his friendly tanks are doing. The T57 quite happy there to camp down there at H1. Very interesting position again for a T57 heavy. Of course, this map doesn't really do any favours to your heavy tanks. So I guess Oh, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to heavy tanks. Puggsley spots the T44. He's probably a little bit surprised that he's not lit there. 5-3 is the score. There's the Mouskin sitting in a bush. Not sure. Again, this map is... Well, again, this map proving not to be too friendly towards heavy tanks. Maybe that's why the T57 Heavy is camping down there at H1. The score's 6-3 as the Mouskin got taken out by artillery. The E75 is still getting a little bit angry. He's lucky enough to be still on pretty high hit points. Looks like Puggsley from left clan in the Batchat 25T trying to continue to get some vision up here around this railway line. The E75 is just YOLO. He's just going, hold my bit, I've got this. The E75 just rolls straight over Womba. He was very, very, what's the opposite of complimentary? Very, very not too complimentary of our Asian friends who might be playing in this game, going by where what he's put in the chat there. I'm not sure if that's going to be worthy of a chat ban. Who knows? 6-3, 3,691 damage done from the old mate Puggsley from left clan. 2,400 assisted damage. Gets shot by the Object 140. Another one just kicking back, camping on those bushes. Got taken down to 153 hit points as Puggsley gets some more assisted damage. He does have a full clip loaded. Auto aims on the T77. Rolls around. Gets one shot in. The second shot bounces because it's Russian. Third shot confirms the kill, and he continues to roll around these ridge lines with 2 rounds left in the clip. 4,149 damage. 2675 assisted damage. Gets around behind the E75. Not sure how that E75 survived there. Object 140 gets spotted, and the T10 from Cesars is saying, shoot that bad boy, as Puggsley picks up even more assisted damage in the Batchat. 2 rounds remaining. The Waffentrager Alpha Panzer 4 at tier 9. There he is, as he gets a kill on the E75. I don't know, is the E75 going to start giving everyone a burn in the chat? I don't know. 9-4. 9-4 is the score. You'd think the win would be in the bag. 4,149 damage done from Puggsley. 4,610 assisted damage, and of course he continues with the racist derogatory remarks in chat. I guess that makes him feel a little bit bigger than he probably is in real life. 10-4 is the score on Prokhorovka. 2 kills to Puggsley. 11-4 now as the Object 140 gets taken out again by artillery, the M40, M43. There's the Scorpion G on 400 hit points, but of course Puggsley, in all his excitement and all his enthusiasm to get into the battle, is still reloading. He's still got a little bit of time before he gets that clip isn't too far away. Kicks back in a bush, gets taken out by the unseen Striv. The Striv up there, that's where he's pinging with the score on 11-5. He lets his teammates know that's where the Striv is. Of course, the T92 HMC's now lit, and he will not be there for too much longer, I promise you, as the E75 calls the Conqueror, puts him on the ladyboy. Wow, the Conqueror, he is on full health, 14-5. We know it's going to be a win. The angry E75 getting really vocal in chat, 15-5 in the end, which you'd say isn't a bad win. You'd hope that somebody might be saying, yeah, well done team, that was a pretty good game, but wow, that E75 driver, possibly the angriest little fucker in World of Tanks. Anyway, maybe he was just having a bad night. Who knows? I'm sure he's not really that racist, right? Batchat 25T. Puggsley from left clan. Ace Taker Mastery Badge. The Spotter Medal for all that assisted damage. We'll see how much assisted damage he did in just a few moments. Bruiser Medal. Fire for effect. Confederate for shooting more enemy tanks than anybody else. High Caliber for doing more damage than anybody else. And of course, what's that other medal? Patrol Duty. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool too for the Batchat. Puggsley not content to kick back and snipe in the Batchat. The Batchat 25T, the original tier 10 auto-loading French medium tank, 4,718 damage done, 2 kills, 1,250 base experience. That's enough for an ace. And of course, a lot of that comes down to 5,803 assisted. That's absolutely massive. 47-18. He spotted a few tanks right at the beginning of the game. Our friend in the E75, he only got 1 damaging shot off. He blocked a bit though. He even got some assisted damage. That's why he wasn't right down the bottom. But wow, Wombat from NFB clan. Bad luck, me old mate. Nearly 49,000 credits. That's after tax. With a premium account from me old mate Puggsley from left clan in the Batchat 25T, the original tier 10 auto-loading French medium tank, the Ripper, the absolute Ripper. Speaking of Rippers, this one's going to be totally different. This is my old mate, the Flying Elite from Chabraska Clan. Flying Elite is a community contributor of got his own channel, Rockin' and Rolling, on YouTube. Links will be down below with all the other stuff that I've got down there, and you can see the Flying Elite in what used to be known as the shit barn. It used to be known as the shit barn because it was not regarded as very good at all. We'll keep looking at it from his point of view. You can see he's got 15 rounds of Hesh loaded, 1750 alpha damage, 230 penetration, and of course Hesh works like HE. If you're not sure what Hesh is, if you're still at the lower tiers, Hesh comes up, I don't know, around about tier 8, I think. Hesh might come in for some of the British tanks, the FV4005, the shit barn. It used to be called the shit barn because it was shit, but I think it got some buffs in it. It's a very, very fun tank to play. The Flying Elite certainly loves it. 1750 alpha damage with the Hesh rounds, 230 penetration. Now the armor piercing rounds, which are totally different, 1150. Oh, look out! Is that a rain? Oh, you would have felt that. You would have felt that one, party's here. The armor piercing rounds, 310 penetration, which is a little bit more. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's a little bit more, but only 1150 alpha damage. And of course, the normal high explosive rounds, 92 penetration. Again for the 1750. So the general consensus is Hesh is the way to go in this tank. It's not fast, and looking at it, you can imagine it's got absolutely dreadful camouflage rating because that turret is, I reckon it might be the size of Texas. Now, Flying Elite from Chabraska in the FV4005. This is a tier 10 game, but one of his tier 10 friends has already been sent back to the garage, and that's the E50M. And they're actually down by 2 tanks, the E50M and the Scorpion G. Not sure how they died, not sure if they YOLO'd the north or the south, but the enemy team certainly have a lot of map control in the middle. Now, he fires his second shot, not too lucky with the second shot. If you had have hit the enemy FV4005, it would have been absolutely DED, that enemy tank. The T28 prototype on the enemy team gets taken out. Flying Elite looking towards the FV. Does he really want to wait another 15 seconds after he shoots the enemy FV? He might need to. No, he doesn't. He finally gets killed by that Object 140. Okay, Flying Elite from Chabraska Clan hasn't yet opened up his account. You can see he's got Strong Coffee running here as a premium consumer. Strong Coffee? Putting in tea because it's British. I don't know why I thought it was. I don't know why. It's been a long time since I recorded a video. I do these things in batches, folks, and I'll tell you what, I haven't done one for some time. 2-4 is the score. It looks like the game is happening all around him, but he hasn't been able to pull off a shot. It looks like he's changing his mind, looking like he might be changing directions. Did he get spotted there? It felt like something just shot at him. He stopped, he paused, he turned around. He thought, I could kill this prick, but I don't think I will. 2-4, they're down by 2 tanks. There's the Object 140 there. Trying to hold off the enemy team, who are creeping slowly closer towards the Flying Elite's base. The score's 2-4. He hasn't got a shot off yet. Well, I tried to mention earlier, pudding and tea, not strong coffee. As a premium consumer, that's going to help his reload time and his aim time. They're the main things they're going to help. The reload time in this thing's abysmal. It takes about an hour and a half to put a shell into the barrel. Why, I do not know. Also, the aim time, it's very derpy. Whenever you fire, the reticle just goes out like that. He won't miss this one though. There's kill number 1. Gets rid of the Object 907. The Clan Wars reward tank. The fact that this guy's got a Clan Wars reward tank means he must be pretty good. He must be pretty good unless he's got someone else to do it for him. Anyway, there's the 907 out of the game. He already had 3 kills. That's half the kills on Flying Elite's team. Still, the score is still 3-6. Now, lucky he's got that pudding and tea because that's helped him with the reload. Looking for a nice juicy one on the STI. Hell's Bells. There he goes. Hell's Bells. Straight back to the garage as the Flying Elite pulls back behind this barn. 5-6 as the M43 kills the IS-3, and of course that Object 140 continuing to do its job down there. Flying Elite showing that he's got one eye firmly on the minimap. There's a Nameless and Object 430 coming around, threatening him. They kill the artillery. They also kill the IS-3. That's Hopi on the enemy team. Anyway, there it goes, an Object 430. Oh, fucking hell. Flying Elite on 3 kills, 2,779 damage, derping his way to absolute brilliance on Fjords. Gets rid of the Object 430. So he's killed the Object 430. The 4005 has already been killed. The 907's been killed. And of course the Object 430, of course, Stewie, it's no longer a tier 10, it's a tier 9. Anyway, one tier 10 enemy tank left, and that's TVP T5051. That's the auto-loading check 4-shooter. A 4-shooter? Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. A 4-shooter. 7-8's the score, 3 kills for the Flying Elite. 27-79 damage done. He's sitting there going, what the hell do I have to do to turn this game around? Tanks dropping off left, right and centre. The only good thing that we've seen is the enemy TVP's just got taken out, as did the Defender, which evens it up at 9 apiece. A lot of map ping going on there by an IS3. Let me guess he's dead. Yep, he is. He's pinging the map like his life depends on it. Unfortunately, his life's already out because he's not even in this game anymore. 9-9 is the score. The Object 430 trying to come around the corner. Flying Elite's already killed one Object 430, and he knows it's just him and the Nameless. There's the Nameless. Let's send him back to the garage for 1,600 hit points. Wow, that penetrated. 11-11 in the score after that one. 4-3-7-9 damage done. A whisker of assisted damage. 4 kills. 11-11. What's left in the north? The Pantera and the Object 430. The Flying Elite has taken one damaging shot, but he still does have 1,560 hit points up his sleeve as he gets one of those beautiful British Hesh rounds back into his barrel, and he's coming around here looking for these two medium tanks, the Object 430 and the Pantera. Can he get another one-shot Derp? The Pantera's showing his side. What a nice bloke. 11.56. He leaves him on 28 hit points, and the AMX 5120 confirms the kill. Now for the first time in a long, long time, the Flying Elites team are winning 12-11. 4 kills, 5,120 damage in this filthy tank, the FV4005, the KV2 at tier 10. That's what it is, the KV2 at tier 10. Look at it. It even looks like a KV2. You sure it's British? Yes, it's British. We know it's British. Look at that. That's the British. That's the British hull. All right, where's he going? Where is he going now? There's the halfway mark is just about reached. Flying Elite looks like he's just driving around here, driving around this track, looking towards the north, looking for enemy tanks, looking to dirt some poor bastard up here. The Object 430 and the Lorraine both been spotted back near the Flying Elite's base, so it's back he goes yet again. The Object 140 says, come on and give us a hand, man. You've got that big filthy British gun. The score's 12-12. One artillery left on the enemy team, and it's my old mate Hopi from Banff Clan. The Lorraine 40T at tier 8 and the Object 430. What kind of health are they on? The friendly Lorraine on 58 hit points. Also the AMX on a concerning amount of health as well. Flying Elite sees the Lorraine and says, oh yeah, that's the kind of shit the shit barn loves. 5 kills to the Flying Elite from Jabraska in the FV4005. 6,049 hit points of damage done. A whisker of assisted damage. I'm not sure what this Lorraine thinks is capable of, but the Flying Elite is just saying, no worries, I'll take a shot from the 430, and I'm hoping for a top gun here. Gets a top gun. Only 72 hit points, but that's the 6th kill. That's the top gun. And that's a very, very thank you very much for the Flying Elite from Jabraska Clan. Don't forget to check him out on YouTube. There's going to be a link down below. This is the Shit Barn, ladies and gentlemen. It used to be called the Shit Barn. I reckon it should be called the Awesome Barn. The Flying Elite in the FV4005. Hesh rounds 1750 alpha damage. That looked like an artillery shell. It was. And of course the artillery on 3 kills. Hopi from Banff Clan is not gonna I'm not even gonna say it. I'm sure he's not gonna drown himself. The Flying Elite on 6 kills. He's already wrapped up the top gun. He's looking for a 7th kill as he comes around the southern corner. Somebody did ping there. I guess they whoever pinged it was sort of suggesting maybe that's where the artillery might be. 4.5 minutes left on the clock, so I'm tipping that the Lorraine 40 ton clearly very, very interested in getting a kill on the artillery piece. And of course, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he want to get a kill on the artillery piece? That's what medium tanks do. Flying Elite gives you some very, very good advice. Don't go alone. Don't go alone, man. He can't kill us both in one shot. At least I don't think so. FV Go Caps, there's a dead guy in the IS3 from Anzas Clan. And Flying Elite won't be thinking about capping just yet. I mean, he's close enough to the cap to do it. And look, he's probably tempted to. He's already got 6 kills. He's already got 6,121 hit points of damage. And look, I guess if the artillery caps, I guess if the artillery shoots the cap, then maybe, just maybe, they'll know where he is and they can go after him. Looks like Lorraine is going on an arty hunt. You can see the Lorraine on the mini-map. And I think Flying Elite just sitting here just in case the M40, M43 went all the way down, went all the way across the middle of the map to try and cap this bad boy out. Now, the artillery, Hopi from Banff Clan, and the M40, M43 just got the kill on the Lorraine. Flying Elite on 707 damage. He can't help himself. He's got to go for the kill. He's got to go for the kill on the arty. Wow, he does get shot for 411. At least he didn't drown himself. That's the main thing. And Flying Elite even put it in the chat. Let's hope he doesn't penetrate this shot, because that would be an absolute fucking disaster. Anyway, Flying Elite from Nebraska in the FV4005, the shit barn, the awesome barn, we're going to call it. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery badge. It's not just an Ace Tanker Mastery badge. It's also the Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, High Caliber, of course a Top Gun for getting 6 kills. Well, he got 7 kills, but that's not too bad at all. Did plenty of damage to all those tanks over there. After a little bit of a slow start, he topped the score charts with 1,222 base experience. He got 7 kills. 7 kills for the Top Gun. 6,500 damage done. A whisker of assisted damage. He fired 10 shots. 8 hit, and they all penned. So I think it was the first 2 shots that might have missed. I reckon they did. I reckon the first 2 shots might have missed. And what about that massive shot on the Nameless? The Nameless had already done a little bit of damage, 1,700. But one big, dirty, filthy Hesh round into the Nameless was enough to take him. But was it 1,600 hit points? And of course, Hesh rounds are premium, so it's not going to be a cheap. It's not going to be a cheap exercise firing those Hesh rounds around. It costs for Flying Elite 70,000, nearly 70,000 credits, even with a premium account. But who cares? Well worth it. Just Giggle Barn things. That's a good name. The Giggle Barn, a Tier 10 British, Tier 10 British tank destroyer. Wow. It's thirsty work. I'll tell you right now, it is thirsty work. Game number 3. This is a triple shot of Tier 10 Ace Tanker action. This is randomized. Randomized from Yeti Clan and the M60. Now, the M60 is one of those Clan Wars reward tanks. We saw an Object 907 in the last game on Fjords with the Flying Elite. Now, randomized. Now, I'm sure randomized, he might not know the Flying Elite, but I'm sure they've been in clans together in the past. Randomized in the M60. Now, the M60 is, I think it's the fast version of the pattern. Let's see this. We've got it speeded up. Now you can see randomized has relinquished his fire extinguisher. Instead, he's gone for Coca-Cola as well as large repair kit and large first aid kit. He has APCR rounds loaded. Now, that's standard ammunition in the M60, like it is for a lot of medium tanks. 390 alpha damage, 268 penetration. That's with standard. 350 with heat, which is premium ammunition in this tank. Lots of enemy tanks there in the east. You can see around that the dead Zeppelin, not the lead one, the dead one. And randomized thinking, maybe that's where I need to get my gun, over there. Get rid of some of these bad boys. The enemy Emil 2 at that Tier 9 just got the first kill of the game, getting rid of the low. The Louis 0-1's a score. There's one of those shots that you don't quite hear. The Progetto 65, the Tier 10 auto reloading medium tank. Best Gold Noob from Crown Clan. I love the names. The in-game names in this game are absolutely fantastic. Now let's have a look at it. It's a funny looking tank. I'm glad he's got the Aussie flag on the M60. And the gun just looks a little bit lean, if you ask me. The gun looks a little bit lean. Fires clutch without aiming towards the Emil. Doesn't quite land it. And now, of course, he's in an American tank. So the American tank's going to have a pretty good turret. It's also going to have pretty good gun depression. He gets a shot into the Leopard. He also gets a shot into the Panther 2. Gets a kill. And he also picked up some assisted damage there. 1,170 assisted damage to be exact. Bounces the Emil. Puts one into the VK for good measure. 2-2's the score. 1,338 damage done so far. A little bit blocked. Puts another one into the side of the Emil. And of course that Emil, I'm sure that Emil is probably reloading by now, because that Emil has already done pretty well. Sets the Emil 2 on fire, but clearly the Emil 2 has an automatic fire extinguisher. The FV4007 clearly got one eye on the minimap, and you can see that the M60 is doing a little bit of damage there, doing a little bit more damage as he picks up his second kill. 4-5 the score though. His team are still down by one tank. He wants to get another one into the VK, takes him down to a one-shot. The Tier 8 German heavy tank, clearly looking at the 10 at tier 9, puts one into it, brings his damage up to 3606. It's fast and furious action on Redshire. He's a little bit stunned here, but he can't use his first aid kit for a little while, keeps shooting, and of course the M60 is pretty accurate. You can see that there. Of course the food, the Coca-Cola, is going to help the accuracy, but that tank, even though the tank has been stunned, the gun's still reasonably accurate. Tippety's got a pretty good crew in this bad boy. 6-5 is the score as the T95 gets the kill on the tier 8 German heavy tank, the VK4502A. That's the one, I think, the one that leads to the mouse. I don't know, they've changed it all around not too long ago. Progetto 65 gets taken out by the Scorpion G. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Always a good sign when there's a crown player on the enemy team and he gets taken down. Rolls down the hill towards a little riverbed there. 7-6 is the score. 4,288 damage done. Nearly 2,000 assisted damage. Still the score is 7-7 as the enemy Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4 kills the Emil 2 on the western flank of this map. Doesn't quite aim that bad boy. Shoots one in the general vicinity of the Scorpion G. It doesn't quite land. You can see his repair kit and first aid kit have come off recharged. The other Scorpion G shoots him. He bounces the Scorpion G. The Jag Panther kills the other Scorpion G, and now he starts to look towards the original Scorpion G. Of course, artillery throws a shot towards randomized from Yeti Clan. 3 kills, M60, 3 kills in the M60. 5,500 damage done, 890 block, 2724 assisted damage. Hold his beer. Somebody hold this guy's beer. 8-8's the score. The voice is about to go. Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4 last spotted up there. We don't care about him. There are a couple of TDs here. Charioteer, Scorpion, and the Waffle Aufpanzer 4. Wow, this seems to be going in fast forward. I'm checking. That's fast forward. This is normal speed. This guy is running around Redshire like a man possessed. He's on a mission. 3 kills to go. Maybe he's on a mission. Who knows? No, he's not going to do that one. Anyway, 8-8 is the score. 5,500 damage done. 890 blocked. 27-24 assisted. He's probably already done enough for his team, but no, he hasn't done enough for his team because the score is still even 8 apiece. Wow, take a breath. For crying out loud, just take a breath, Stewie. Bundaberg Spiced Ginger Beer, today's video sponsored by. Anyway, somebody hold randomized beer. He's on 3 kills. He's doing it all alone. I'm fucking slow in stock, says the T95. Well, that T95 is just going to roll around that corner. Oh, he's got pretty good health, but clearly somebody is spotting the Tier 9 American really, really slow tank destroyer. Randomised from Yeti, just taking his time here. He knows there's 3 tank destroyers up here, 2 tier 8s and a tier 9. And whilst they can't all kill him with one shot combined, they can certainly wipe him out. And he knows if they wipe him out, then his team are going to lose. It's as simple as that. Tier 10, a tier 10, it nearly fell off. A tier 10 medium tank when the score's 8 apiece. It's certainly going to be all down to him. There's the Waffenträger Aufpanzer V. Shoots him, leaves him on 1 hit point. Shoots the Waffle, sets him on fire. The Waffle's not aiming his way. Get another shot in, get another shot in. Wait for it. Bounces the Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4. The T95 goes down in a blaze of artillery glory. And now they're down 8-9. 3 kills to randomise from Yeti Clan. He's in the M60, the Tier 10 Clan Wars reward tank. He's on 1 hit point. Have a look at it. 1 hit point. Have a look down there. Zoom in. Pause the video if you have to and zoom in. Find it. He's on 1 hit point. He shoots a Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4. The T54E1 kills the Charioteer. Where's the T54E1? He's up there in the north camping the red line at A4 like an absolute mofo. 8-10 is the score. 6,399 hit points of damage done. He's trying to get the angle on the Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4 at tier 9. He's down by 2 tanks. They were up. I'm sure they were up, weren't they? Were they up? I don't know. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. There goes another one. 8-11. What is it? Who's sending these replays in? 1 hit point left on randomised M60. Now, I've never driven an M60. I don't think I've ever driven an M60. I don't have one on my account. I've driven a few of those super accounts. There you go. No, he misses. He misses. He misses the Scorpion G. Oh, I thought the T25 pilot was an enemy tank there for a minute. What is going on? 9-12, 10-12. Finally, artillery does something useful. He bounces the T25. T54E1, he bounces him. The pilot kills him. Wow, the T54E1, the 4-shot auto-loading American medium tank. bounces the M60. Randomised 890 damage blocked, 6,715 damage done, 3,000 assisted damage, and he's on 1 hit point. They're still losing. After all that effort, they're still down by a tank, 11 to 12. Now, there are 2 artillery pieces on the enemy team. They've got to be looking his way. They are. It's both of them just fired right there in the middle of the screen. Both of those fair and balanced artillery players, both fired looking for that 1 hit point kill. Well, that's the right thing to do, though. The Batchat 155 and the FV4005 both could have one-shotted randomised. He's only on 1 hit point. They only need to get it within this far of him, and they would have killed him. Wow, fair and balanced, all right. 11-12 is the score. 3 kills to randomise from Yeti Clan. 6,715 damage done. 3,000 assisted. Artillery says, you need to spot, please. Well, he's on 1 hit point, for crying out loud. There is the Rimby Borsig, the Tier 8 German tank destroyer. He's a one-shot for randomised. Artillery clearly got one into the Tier 8 German tank destroyer. The Charioteer has not been seen for a long, long time. There goes the T25 Pilot 1. Good on you, Ryjin, R-Y-J-I-N. Well done. I'm sure randomised would have said, fucking well done, man. Couldn't have done it without you. The T25 Pilot 1 certainly having a good game. Now, the Dead Scorpion G starts giving some really, really good advice in chat. The T25 Pilot 1, be careful, me old mate, be careful. I've done nearly 10k combined, and I'm on 1 hit point. Please bear with me. That's what he just typed into the chat, and that's right. That's a good thing to say. Let your teammates know what you're thinking. Now, I reckon that's where the artillery tried to kill him. Those 2 holes in the ground. I'm guessing. Would artillery still be looking that way? The T25 Pilot 1 on 515 hit points, randomised on 1 hit point, 6715 damage done, 3,029 assisted damage, 890 blocked. I don't know. When I went to school, I don't think that's nearly 10k combined. That is on 10. That is 10k combined. 6,700 plus 3,000 is 9,700 plus the 900 plus the 900 damage box. They're talking there, guys. Look, I wouldn't mind a couple more kills. Hold this guy's beer. Hold this guy's beer. The T25 Pilot 1 kicking back here. So don't worry, mate. I've got you. I've got your back, now, mate. I can tell you're good at this. I can tell you know what you're doing. Peeking around the corner. No idea where that Charioteer is. I'm guessing, because tanks did get up here near the red flag not too long ago. I'm guessing they're all up in these 3 squares. A1, A2, A3. I'm guessing that because friendly tanks or randomised tanks have already gone through A7. So you're not going to have artillery up there. Or the Charioteer. The Charioteer was last spotted up here, not too far from where the T25 Pilot 1 Tier 8 American Premium Medium Tank is now. That's where the Charioteer was last spotted. I'm guessing he ran away. Back to A1, 2, or 3. Randomise spots the Batchat 1555555. I guess he switches to HE. Clearly, the Batchat does not have only got 122 hit points of damage there. HE probably not the best idea, but he will reload in time to get kill number 4. Good job there. Nearly 7,000 damage after the kill on the Batchat 1555555 Skywalker. That's not a bad name. Well, he didn't pen. Anyway, never mind. Here come the other 2 tanks. The Batchat 15555. What's this guy doing? This guy's saying, hold my beer, I've got this. There's 2 tanks left on the enemy team. The Charioteer at Tier 8, last spotted in the middle. And of course that Charioteer has not been spotted for some time. We reckon he's up there in the northwest. A1, A2, A3. That's where I reckon he is. Randomised from Eddie on 4 kills. Nearly 7,000 damage done. 890 block. 3,250 assisted damage. There's friendly artillery. Clearly must be lit. He's not going for the HE rounds anymore. The Batchat 15555 gets a kill on the FV4007. FV4202, I nearly said. 4 kills to the randomised, 7331 damage. 3250 assisted damage. And I guess this Batchat artillery is just saying, let's get this over and done with. A minute and 30 seconds to go. I'm guessing this guy was looking towards the T25. Randomized from Yeti, 5 kills. 7,500 damage, 3250, 890. I remember when he messaged me, he messaged me because, Stewie, I've just had the best game of my life. Well, maybe that's not what he said, but I reckon that's what he thought. I don't know if that was the best game of his life or not, but I reckon that was a pretty cool battle. Ace Taker Mastery Badge from the old mate Randomized from Yeti Clan. Spotter Medal for all that assisted damage he did. Hand of God for surviving and winning the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. Bruiser, Fighter, Fire for Effects. Spartan for surviving that ricocheting shot. It was a T54E1 when he was on 1 hit point. No worries. Somebody hold this guy's beer. Confederate Medal for shooting more enemy tanks than anyone else. High caliber. Look, unlucky not to get the Top Gun. I wouldn't really care. This game stands for itself. Shout out to Rygen in the T25 pilot. Excellent help from him and a deserved second spot in this game. 7,555 damage from Randomized in Yeti Clan. In the M60, the Clan Wars reward tank, 26 shots fired, 24 hit, 22 did damage. A little bit sniped, 3,318 assisted damage, and he even made nearly 119,000 credits with a premium account. Yes, he had a personal reserve running, but wow, what a game. 10k combined. I reckon it was even more. That's 7, that's 10, that's 8, that's 7. Who cares? About 11. Anyway, the voice is about to drop. I'm going to sign off here. Thank you very much for the replays. Randomized from Yeti in the M60. Puggsley in the Batchat 25. And, of course, me old mate, the Flying Elite. Check him out on YouTube. Link down below. Check out Randomized as well. He streams on Twitch. Links for that will be down below. Where all the other good stuff is. Thanks again for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time. Wow, all I can say about that was wow. Somebody hold these blokes beer. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for your support through 2018. I'm not going anywhere. Sort of given up on the 1,000 subscriber kind of thing, but don't worry. This is still going to be the home of giveaways. Get on board Studios, the home of giveaways. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that jazz. Check us out on Twitch. Links down below. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.